3 years ago, our family took a trip to Seattle in Washington and Vancouver in Canada. It was me, my wife, and my 23-year-old son Noah. It was mid-December cold, but so beautiful. For all of us, it was our very first time visiting both cities. We flew to Seattle first, rented a car, and spent a couple of wonderful days exploring the city. Then we decided to drive to Vancouver, Canada. We had our passports ready, and honestly, we thought Canada was just like the US. Same people, same language. Just another place you could drive into easily. So we didn't worry much. We planned everything ahead, booked an Airbnb, looked up places to visit, and felt so relaxed about it all. That evening, after dinner in Seattle, we left for Vancouver. I was driving, with Noah in the passenger seat, and my wife sitting in the back. It was already dark, but we felt confident. Everything was ready and planned. We crossed the border without any problem. The officer checked our passports, waved us through, and we thought, okay, we're almost there. But the moment we passed the border, something strange happened. I said, wait, the GPS isn't working. We all checked our phones. None of them had any signal. No internet. No calls. Nothing. That's when we realized Canada really is another country. Our US phone plans didn't work there. We thought we were taking the highway to Vancouver, but we had actually turned onto a small side road. After driving for a while, we realized there were no streetlights, no buildings, and almost no cars, just emptiness. Suddenly, we were driving in total darkness, on a road we didn't know, with no map and no directions. It felt like we were driving toward the ocean, and I remember thinking, what if this road ends in the water? 20 minutes passed, and we still saw nothing. Fear started to rise in all of us. We felt lost, helpless, and honestly a little scared. My son Noah tried dialing 999, thinking Canada didn't use 911. But to our surprise, the call actually went through. A voice on the line said,
"This is the police."
and then we realized it was the Canadian police. We couldn't believe it. The call actually connected. Noah explained everything. We had just crossed the border from the US, that we had forgotten to enable international data before entering Canada, and that we had no GPS, no map, and no way to see where we were in the dark. Later, we found out that Canada also uses 911, and 999 calls can still get through to emergency services. The officer calmly gave us directions and told us how to get back to a safe area. He said he could actually see our location through our phone signal. He guided us, telling us exactly where to turn and where to go. So we turned around, followed his voice, and after about 20 minutes, we started to see lights again. And after a little while, buildings, cars, people, it felt like coming back to life. And then, the officer told us, go to the nearest hotel, use their phone to call your phone company, and ask them to enable your international data. Once your phones work, you can find your way safely to your Airbnb. We followed his advice, and by God's grace, we finally made it to our destination safely that night. As we drove toward our Airbnb, following the GPS on our phones, we saw a Christmas decoration in the distance, high on a mountain across the city. It was shaped like a dove, a symbol of the Holy Spirit. In that moment, I realized that the Holy Spirit had been guiding us the whole time. It was His wisdom that led Noah to make that emergency call, and God, through the Canadian police officer, gave us clear directions, and even helped us restore our phone data, so we could continue our journey without fear, just like the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night that led the Israelites in the wilderness, and the star that guided the wise men to Bethlehem. Where Jesus was born, God was leading us step by step in the dark, when we did not know the way and could not go on by ourselves.